think?
It's gorgeous!
That's the $1 million shot.
This family does so much, they really deserve this.
Flip my Florida yard!
Welcome to Flip My Florida Yard. Today's flip takes us to Lake Worth on Florida's southeast coast. It's here we meet up with the Wilson family.
We're the Wilsons!
Our task, to transform a wild backyard
We can get the weeds to grow.
weeds into a safe place for this family to connect.
We found snakes, big ones too.
We'll show you how to spend less time maintaining a yard and more time enjoying it. We'll explore creative ways to get kids outside
I want these kids to be excited about their new yard.
and a dramatic before and after.
What do you think?
It's gorgeous! I can't believe it's our backyard.
All this and more on Flip My Florida Yard.
Flip My Florida Yard is sponsored by the Florida Department of Environmental Protection.
We're knocking on doors
So excited.
and flipping yards into beautiful Florida-friendly landscapes, and all in 8 hours.
Is this really happening? Who's ready? Organized chaos.
Experts show us how to use Florida-friendly landscaping principles.
Putting the right plant in the right place.
Water efficiently.
Very low maintenance.
Fertilize appropriately.
All leading up to a dramatic reveal.
The best surprise of our whole life.
We're here in Lake Worth, and it's an absolute gorgeous day. It's a great day to flip a yard. You guys ready? We're gonna flip a yard today for the Wilson family, an incredible family. Let's go meet them. Oh yeah. Hey guys, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Well, come on out here.
We adopted all 3 of our older children and gave birth to Ayla all within the month of June.
Child number 5 comes along 8 months ago. Now we have Gunner. So we have 5 kids in the matter of 22 months.
22 months. We had a lot of kids. So Tyler and I both grew up in Michigan, so we weren't used to the sandy soil. We were not used to having to work so hard to grow grass. When we moved into this house, our irrigation was a mess, and we just kind of resorted to mowing the weeds.
Most of the time, we're knee-high weeds.
In our backyard currently, we have a big kidney bean shaped pool, and it does take up a big chunk of the yard, but because of the weeds, we really had nothing but cement that the kids could play on.
What's today?
Flip day!
Before we start, I want to introduce you to your flip crew. Meet your flip crew.
Hi, guys.
Good looking bunch. We're gonna transform your backyard into a beautiful Florida-friendly landscape. Are you excited?
So excited.
You look excited. Are you excited? Yeah. Yes. We gotta get you out of here.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Follow me. We all buckled in? All right, lots of buckling. Okay, here we go. We'll see you at 4 o'clock, okay?
Okay.
You guys have a great day.
Bye.
Okay, guys, the Wilsons are an incredible family. I'm super excited about this flip, but here's the problem. We only have 8 hours to do it. Who's ready? Woo! Okay, ready? Go, 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 go. Here we go. With the clock ticking, the crew quickly gets to work on this flip. Right now, this once weed-ridden yard is a blank slate, and everything from sod to plants to irrigation has to be installed in 8 hours. I want to give you a little sense of what was done to this backyard before we got here. The main thing was these weeds, a lot of them. We came in a week before, we killed them all with a herbicide. This is gonna make maintaining this yard a whole lot easier for the Wilson family. Our flip designer is Luke Lindberg from Green Team Landscapes. They've been installing Florida-friendly landscapes for over 15 years, and his design is the blueprint for today's flip. A lot to do, a little time to do it in. You think we're gonna make it?
We have to.
I like that attitude. I know you had a chance to talk with the Wilson family. What are some of the things they wanted to see in their backyard, Luke?
They want an easy, low-maintenance yard. So we're using Florida-friendly plants, and we're redesigning the whole sprinkler system so it to be water efficient.
I know conservation was a big part of what they wanted to see in this backyard. Attracting pollinators was another one. They've got small kids. They're trying to get these kids outside. Let's look at this design here and see what we got.
We're going to create a butterfly garden.
We're standing in the butterfly garden.
This is going to be a place where the kids can learn about nature, about pollinators, about how nature works. Back here, we're putting in a hedge to break up the hardscape with the softscape. So we're putting these Florida-friendly plants in. They're called Silver Buttonwood. Less water, smaller root system, easier to maintain.
But why is this less maintenance?
Since they don't grow as fast as other traditional hedge material, they'll need less trimming.
Okay.
Also, this will look good even if you don't keep it as a formal hedge. I saved the best for last.
What do you got?
This area here is going to be a private beach.
This whole area here?
Yes.
This nasty, weedy, dirty area is going to be a beach?
Yes. This is going to be the area where the parents, after a long day of work, can come, sit back and relax.
They are going to love that. Good design, sir.
Thank you.
I will let you get back to it.
All right. Take care.
Today, we're in Lake Worth, and this flip is going to give the Wilson family and their 5 children a new backyard that will fit with the South Florida climate and the Wilsons' lifestyle. I see all this white pipe all over the yard. It's irrigation time, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Give me a sense of what was this system like when you first found it?
It's the typical South Florida home that has the old inefficient index valve system. It's just an old way of doing things. We're going to separate our drip system from our mist head system so that we have full control and timing of different plants that are in the ground here.
Anything else? What else have we? I said we got a new controller.
We upgraded with a new controller, went from mechanical to digital. We're also installing a wireless rain sensor so that we have control of the rain. When it rains here a lot, so when it is raining, the system won't run. Once it dries out, the system will turn back on.
A lot of people don't realize this. Having a rain sensor in Florida, it's a law, right?
It's a state law.
State law. If you don't have a rain sensor, you need to get one.
Absolutely.
I mean, this is a really important water conservation tool.
Yes.
So, Jason, for somebody who is in an older home here in this state, what do you recommend them doing to update their irrigation system?
They should reach out to their local irrigation technician or company and have them come out, assess their system, make sure they have a rain sensor, maybe consider upgrading from the old mechanical system to the new digital system.
How much water savings are we talking about?
Minimum half.
Wow.
Yes, absolutely.
That's a big deal.
Absolutely. It's saving money and saving water.
From the fruits and vegetables we eat to our colorful flower gardens, it's hard to imagine anything more important to our ecosystem than pollinators. We asked Jarrett Daniels to explain how inviting pollinators into our yard can have big benefits.
So we are in the Butterfly Rainforest exhibit at the Florida Museum of Natural History. It's a large aviary filled with hundreds of free-flying butterflies. When you come into the exhibit, you're literally surrounded by butterflies, birds. It's like walking into a butterfly snow globe. So a pollinator is any animal that visits flowers and in the process moves pollen from one flower to another, enabling a plant to reproduce. Pollinators are really essential to life on this planet, the diversity and productivity of natural systems as well as agricultural systems. We have over 190 species of butterflies. Literally in any spot in Florida, there are about 65 to 70 species of butterflies that you can attract, that you can see. The nice thing about planting for pollinators or butterflies is they're going to go to where the resources are. So you can literally have an almost immediate impact in your yard. And just with a little bit of energy, you can create a really pollinator-friendly habitat. So if you're trying to encourage pollinators to come to your yard, there's some very simple things that you can do. One is aim for diversity of flowering plants in your yard. Aim for the evenness of those plants, meaning planting groupings or groupings of single species versus one of every different type of plant, and then plant Florida-friendly plants. One of the main drivers of decline of a lot of these beneficial insects is loss of habitat. And if you look around Florida, you know that it's developing very rapidly. So habitat is dwindling. The good news is that we can do something in our own home yards by providing the resources and nesting material for those really beneficial insects. We individually can make a difference.
Today, we're in Lake Worth, flipping the Wilson family's backyard with a Florida-friendly landscape. The Wilson family is spending their day at Hugh Taylor Birch State Park, also known as Fort Lauderdale's Central Park. It's an urban oasis for this crowded city where guided tours, beaches, and Florida wildlife give people a chance to step back from South Florida's hustle and bustle. But the family will be home at 4 o'clock, and back in their yard, it's all about the hustle. From sod to soil, plants are going in everywhere.
to create this Florida-friendly landscape. Here to help is our Flip Extension agent, Bill Shaw, who will ensure this yard meets Florida-friendly standards.
For those who don't know, what is an extension agent?
An extension agent works for the University of Florida here in Florida and also the local county government. And we're a link between the University of Florida research and local audiences.
I want to make sure our viewers know that this is out there and it's free to use.
The state government and the county government are supporting this, so we're here to help.
There are 9 Florida-friendly principles that you can implement in your yard. Right plant, right place, water efficiently, fertilize appropriately, mulch, attract wildlife, manage yard pests responsibly, recycle yard waste, reduce stormwater runoff, and protect the waterfront. The great thing about each one of these is they all help create a sustainable yard without harming our natural resources.
Looking around the Wilsons' backyard here, what are some of the principles you see being integrated here?
Well, we're implementing a lot of the Florida-friendly principles. One of the main ones is right plant, right place.
Okay.
So we're putting plants in that fit the landscape setting, that don't get in the way of the power lines, that also absorb additional water from the yard.
The Wilsons understand that having a yard their kids can explore and play in will have a positive impact on their lives.
They all are very interested in nature and flowers and bushes and bees and bugs and butterflies.
Raina Adams from One Stop Garden Shop has a few ideas for connecting kids to nature.
Raina,
Hey, Chad.
how you doing?
Good.
Oh man, this area is looking very colorful. What is this space here?
It's a space for the children to be able to come out and play. It's a butterfly garden. And let me show you, we actually have something over here for the kids.
Oh, wow.
This here is something that they could do to be a little more interactive with
Okay.
the butterflies and the caterpillars. This is a little cage, and when the caterpillars are ready to go make their chrysalis, they'll actually crawl to the top and attach. And then once they hatch, you can actually go in there and release them.
So this creates like a little exhibit where you can kind of watch this whole process, right?
Yes.
This is the tropical milkweed.
That's correct.
If somebody wants to attract butterflies into the yard, I mean, is this where you start?
Yep. 2 good points would be to get a host plant and a nectar plant in the yard. Your nectar would be like the pinta
Okay.
to attract the butterflies in, and then you would need your host for them to lay their eggs on, which would become the habitat for the caterpillars to feed and then go into chrysalis and hatch.
Well, I know I'm really excited for this area. You've got a nice little bench back here.
Yes.
It's going to be full of color. The
Mhm.
kids are going to love this space. Let's find our flip designer and see how we're doing. There he is. How you doing,
Hey,
sir?
good, good, good.
It's 2:30. The family will be here in an hour and a half. I still see there's irrigation left to do. There's sod to be laid down. I'm just ringing that bell. We got an hour and a half.
Exactly.
So I want to cut you loose, and
All right.
I'll see you in a
Let
little
me
bit.
get back to work.
Okay.
All right.
Do your thing.
We're in Lake Worth, Florida, and today's flip could not go to a more deserving family. Katie and Tyler Wilson adopted 3 of their foster children and had 2 of their own in the last 2.5 years. But an infestation of weeds was overwhelming for this young family. So we called in the experts, and now this flip is heading toward the finish line.
The biggest problem here was the weeds. It was clear that they have very little time to spend on maintaining their yard. So we are really pushing to keep it as simple as possible with the lowest maintenance plants we can use in a landscape like this.
And the fact that we get to learn about Florida-friendly backyards from the experts was so amazing, and we're so grateful.
Now the family will have plenty of Florida-friendly plants to enjoy, and Wyatt Rich of Excelsa Gardens is taking us through what makes a few of these plants a right choice for this South Florida yard.
I asked you to pick a couple plants you're excited about. Pull one over here and tell us about it.
So our first one today, this is a Mexican flame vine. The pollinators like it, so you get a lot of different bees and butterflies coming around. It'll make an excellent addition to the butterfly garden.
Yeah. Climber?
It's a bit of a climber too. Yeah, it'll go up and out. Again, flower year round. If you want to maintain it, just give it a little pinch, give it a little haircut, and you're good to go. This is definitely a good one for a Florida-friendly backyard.
Good deal.
Oh yeah.
All right. Mexican flame vine.
Mexican flame vine.
I love that name.
Oh yeah. And we can move on to this other one.
I can tell you're excited about this one.
Oh yes, this is a nice one. They call this Florida hydrangea here in Florida. It's got the great neon pink clusters of flowers.
Beautiful.
These start flowering in fall and they'll go winter, spring. So it's a really nice winter blooming plant here in Florida. Another great Florida-friendly plant.
Now, where would you put this in the yard? Is this like a hedge? Is this just for some color?
It's definitely along the lines of like a hedge planting for sure.
Okay.
Some people actually, if they don't trim it, they'll just let it grow into a small size tree that'll flower throughout most of the year. So it all depends on how do you work with it. Definitely want to give it good breathing room.
Yeah.
Again, because it's going to get a few feet tall and a few feet wide.
I love seeing someone your age out here really excited about this.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, what would you say to encourage young people to get involved and get in and step into this world?
Yeah. I mean, buy a plant. It keeps growing green, you know. Roll with it, you know, step it up. Maybe plant a garden when springtime rolls around. The industry is definitely welcoming to younger people.
With the deadline for this flip closing in, it's down to the final touches, which include mulch.
We're putting this down at about 2 to 3 inches thick, but you want it pulled a couple inches away from any stems or trunks.
Okay.
And the idea for that is so that we get the benefits of the mulch, but we still allow some water percolation down through there too.
Okay.
Because as this decomposes, it releases acids, kind of organic acids, and our soils here are very alkaline.
Okay.
So it improves the soil for the root growth. The roots are able to take up many of the nutrients better with that acid being added in there.
Bill, a lot of different kinds of mulch out there. What do you recommend?
Well, pine bark is a great one, especially this coarse pine bark because it does allow the moisture down through it. Also, you can use some of the ecologically more friendly mulches like eucalyptus or recycled wood or that type of thing. The only one we don't recommend is cypress, because cypress is harvested from native cypress stands in Florida.
With the mulch in place,
I love the smell of fresh mulch in the afternoon.
the last few details of this yard are dialed in.
This yard is officially flipped. Welcome home, guys.
Hi, I'm so excited.
We're all here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're all here, right?
All of us are
All
here.
accounted for. Let's walk over here, and we're going to put some glasses on you, okay? Follow me. Behind this gate is your new, incredible Florida-friendly yard. Quite honestly, I think it's going to be a life-changing yard for you guys. I really, really do. Are you guys ready?
So ready.
Let's do this. Talk about herding cats. Hey, come this way, guys. So when I count to 3, I want you to remove your glasses, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh my
Flowers! Look how pretty! It looks so good! We have our own beach!
No, and a chimenea.
And the chimenea! Oh, I didn't even see that!
That is awesome.
It looks so good!
This is insane.
Thank you so much!
Thank you.
Before, this weed-infested yard was a dangerous and depressing place for the Wilson family. Now, this Florida-friendly landscape is full of the right kind of green. Plants that will attract pollinators, with plenty of mulch to retain moisture, trees and shrubs that need minimal maintenance, and an efficient irrigation system to reduce water use. Heck, there's even a beach for the parents to relax.
What do you think?
It's gorgeous! I can't believe it's our backyard. It's beautiful.
Nothing like it was
No,
before.
not at all. It looks huge and not so scary.
Yeah.
When the glasses came off, my eyes immediately went to the flowers. So I looked at all the different plants and all the different colors of the flowers.
I took my glasses off. I immediately looked to the right and saw the little sand area with the chairs and the chimenea thing for the fire. That was perfect.
That was worth all the work today. That was so exciting.
Let's go this way. Look at the sign.
Whose name is that?
What does it say?
The Wilson's Florida Yard. This new yard is gonna get us outside way more.
Oh, that's so cool.
So
we can
cool.
garden and plant flowers and take care of them.
We're gonna learn all about pruning and planting and fertilizing and watering and all the things about the growing cycle and flowers and plants, and we're super excited.
We had people from the community, friends and family, Some incredible professional landscapers, all working hard to make this an incredible dream come true for you guys. And so I just want to give it up to them right now. Let's give it up to our yard crew.
Flip my Florida yard!
You know, my favorite part of this show is seeing people's reaction to their new yard. Well, the Wilson family, they did not disappoint. What a reaction, but what a transformation. From a backyard that was mostly weeds to a water-efficient, low-maintenance, Florida-friendly landscape that will bring enjoyment for that family for a long time to come. Well, that's our show. Remember, everybody doing a little? Well, that's a whole lot.
Flip My Florida Yard was brought to you by the Florida Department of Environmental Protection in partnership with the University of Florida Institute of Food and Agricultural Sciences Florida Friendly Landscaping Program.
We just came out to check on our butterfly, and what happened? Yeah, it came out.
Baby butterfly.
It's beautiful, huh?
No, baby butterfly.
Yeah, that is the butterfly.
Fly.
Yeah, butterfly.